Welcome to this presentation of TOPSOLID'WOOD. In this video, I explain who TOPSOLID is, who might be interested in a solution like TOPSOLID, and why TOPSOLID is a unique and high-performance solution. We'll be talking about the strong partnerships, the main advantages of this software, and how to work with it. So first, who is TOPSOLID? TOPSOLID is the world's leading publisher of CAD and CAM software. With 40 years of experience, 400 employees worldwide, more than 120 licenses, 86 resellers, 25% turnover in R&D, and 10 subsidiaries. Here are a few examples of companies that have placed the trust in TOPSOLID. So, of course, in Europe, but also in US, China, and Turkey. TOPSOLID is present throughout the world with subsidiaries in Europe, China, and US, but also thanks to a network of resellers. TOPSOLID is a software used in a wide range of sectors, including mechanical engineering, molds, sheet metals, and steel industry, and woodworking, of course. The aim of TOPSOLID is to provide a global solution from design to manufacturing. This will reduce the time taken and the risk of errors in the manufacturing process. So it's a unique software solution for shop fittings, like shops, stores, hotel, reception desk, offices, and buildings, kitchens as well. For furniture, like bespoke furnitures, but also cabinets like panels and solid wood furniture. For woodworking, like table, chairs, games, custom doors and joinery, and rails. And also for specific parts and complex shapes like solid surfaces, molds, plywood, wooden products, sunglasses, wooden bike. So now we will see how TOPSOLID can be very useful and very powerful. So first, through partnerships with leading hardware and materials manufacturing like Bloom, Grass, Etish, Lamellos, Eger for materials, and the CNC machine builders like OMAG, BSE, SCM, and more. So first, we will see in this presentation that TOPSOLID is open software that allow you to import different type of format like DWG, DXF, STEP, but also to create your own environment by starting from scratch. So in this video, we will see how quick is it to create your own environment from scratch thanks to specific functions. So it's a wall functions that we use. So we can choose the thickness of the wall, the height of the wall, and we can draw just line, straight line to create the building very quickly. Then when the room is done, we can quickly move in it, like in a game with the mouse and the keyboard. TOPSOLID allows to create your own components library. This allows the software to be adapted and configured according to the company needs and know-how, because as you will build your own components, you will place all the components that you need and all the element that you need inside your own library. One big advantage of TOPSOLID is the associativity, which means that the different files, 3D, draft, BOM, and CAM, are linked and updated. It's also a parametric software, that allow you to draw elements using parameters so that you can quickly convert them into different dimensions if need be. Then you also have the possibility to automate certain tasks, such as creating drawing, bill of material, cutting list, and you also have no limit in terms of design, and you also have realistic rendering. So now we will see inside the video the different advantages that we talked about, like the ergonomic, parametric, and associativity. So first we will start by drawing like a TV unit. So we will see how fast is it to use the sketch of TopSolid by using parameter for length and width. So we can quickly place parameter on the sketch. We can design a second sketch to design the second side of the furniture. So here's the top view of the furniture. So we just place some parameters everywhere. And when the sketch is totally constrained, the sketch goes green. Then we have the possibility to extrude the sketch with a parameter. And inside this shape, we will design the panels of the cabinets. So thanks to the constraint block function, we can quickly design all the panels that we need for these cabinets. So this is what we call in-place design. So it means that we will design the parts directly inside the file here. And we will see that we will be able to mix it with bottoms-up assembly. So when we speak about bottoms-up assembly, it means that we will include assembly inside the file or a component. So here this is in-place design. So we design all the parts directly inside inside the document. So we can make some modification to choose which panel cover which panel. So here we just reduce the side panel between the top and the bottom. That's it. So here we quickly design all the parts. So then we'll see how fast is it to assemble and make some assembly with the wood automatic assembly function. So we can choose the assembly, doors and cams. Then we select all the parts. So TopSolid just place all the components. We can flip the assembly and the cams if we need. And then we can also interchange if we want to go from doors and cams to doors. We can also interchange assembly. And then when it's done, we will see that every hardware makes its own operation. So every component knows the operation it must do. So after, we will have the possibility to machine it inside the cam. And of course, we reduce the risk of error because every hardware has its own operation. Then we will see how to use components inside TopSolid. So as I previously said, we make some in-place design, and now we can mix it with bottoms-up assembly. So it means that we can include cabinets, for example. So when we pick a face, TopSolid try to find the opposite faces thanks to the driver block. So TopSolid is able to find the volume where the cabinet must be placed. And then inside this cabinet, we can quickly place some components like dividers and drawers components as well. We can choose the quantity of drawers. We can change also a few parameters if we want to change the overlay. So there is some parameters. We have quick access on the top right of the screen. We have quick access to specific components like shelves, drawers, doors. So here we can place a door, select another face for the volume. So this is what we call bottoms-up assembly. So we can quickly place some components, some standard components inside the assembly. We can place some shelves, for example, some glass shelves. We can reconnect the position of the components between faces. We can choose the quantity. And we can mix with in-place design. If we have a specific shelves to do, we can use the constraint block, because to create the panels, we also use the constraint block, but rectangular constraint block, but we can also make non-rectangular shapes with the constraint block, like this. So we can design it in place, and then we can use some function to place some transparency. We can define the parts to place a name and also material. So we'll have all the material of TopSolid. We can quickly search for material like glass, and we can find the good material. And then we can also use some design function like the chamfer if we want to make a chamfer on the shelf. Also on the corner. And then we can use a assembly function, and we can use a specific assembly like some shelf support, for example, or glass supports. And we can quickly make the assembly between the shelf and the side of the panel. We can define also the position of every element, and then TopSolid place the supports and make the operation for the support. We can also interchange subcomponents if we want to interchange the type of handle for the drawers, and we can do the same for the door. So we can, TopSolid is able to interchange the subcomponent of a component. So this is for the mix between bottoms-up assembly and in-place design. So it's an associative software. So if we change dimension, for example, if we change the parameter, the depth of the cabinets, we will automatically choose the good drawer with the good runners. So this is associativity between elements inside the 3D. But when we speak about associativity, this is also associativity between files, so between 3D and a draft, and also we will see after between 3D and CAM. So here we'll see how to make the drawing. So the drawing, this is just the result of the 3D. So this is not the most complex part of the software. As long as you have the 3D, you can quickly generate the top view, the front view, the 3D view. You can make also some section inside the draft. You can also make some detail view if you want to highlight a specific detail inside the drawing. Of course, we can place dimension, so manual dimension like this. And we can also make some what we call composite dimension between elements. and we have several type of cumulative dimension. You can place dimension also on the detail view, and we can make some and place some specific dimension for wood operation, like the groove with the tools that we use and the dimension of the groove. You can also work with the realistic rendering of the color of the material directly inside the draft. And inside the draft, we can use also the orientation of the 3D directly to create a view. Then we can add a new drawing inside the draft document. We can change the paper format. And inside this page, we will create an exploded view and a bill of material. So we can quickly go inside the 3D, make the exploded view, then go back inside the draft and place the exploded view directly inside the drawing. We can choose the orientation of the 3D, and then we can place it directly inside the draft. And then we have the possibility to create a bill of material inside the draft, and then place a number on every part. So here we just place the bill of material. So this is a list for all the parts of this assembly. And then we can have the number of every part, the quantity, and the material and the dimension of every part inside the bill of material. Now we will see the associativity. So we have done the drawing. If we change the parameter inside the 3D, so if we modify the length, the cabinet from 1200 to 1400, TopSolid will update all the drawing. So we'll update all the dimension inside the drawing and also inside the bill of material. So here we change the depth, the depth of the cabinet. We will see that we change also the reference of the runners for the drawer. Okay. So we update the drawing and we also update the bill of material. So that's why we speak about associativity. So this is for the associativity. Then it's good software in terms of management if we have some modification to do. So in this video, we'll see that we can quickly change materials inside the assembly. So for the panels, we can quickly change the material, and then all the panel in Beach European will go with a thickness of 19. We have several filters. We can change another material if we need, and goes inside the Eger collection, for example, and then select the material and apply. And then we'll see also that we have different functions, and that TopSolid is not only useful for cabinet, but can make also complex elements. So TopSolid is also able to make, for example, unfold parts. So if we need to unfold plywood, for instance, TopSolid is able to do it. Like this, and also there is other functionalities to deform some parts also, so we can design a part, and there is some design function to make complex faces, complex parts, and complex surfaces. So we have several functions to extrude a sketch, of course, and then we have a design function to bend some parts. So we can unbend or bend parts with different functions. So just to show that we don't have any limits in terms of design, and TopSolid is not only dedicated for cabinets or a simple panel. Okay. Then there is also the realistic rendering, which is also an option of TopSolidWood. Now we will see and we will speak about the wood cam. So this is the cam side of TopSolidWood. So TopSolidWood cam is able to machining all materials, so can be used for panels, solid wood, solid surfaces, of course, plasters, and more. From 3 to 5 axis machining with clash management. Possibility to machine parts, of course, nesting and assembly. Manufacturing process optimization, so it means automatic generation of CNC files and workshop documents. And also machine accessories management, such as aggregates, pods, vacuum tables, hood. And there is a safe and accurate simulation inside TopSolidWood cam. So we will see the integration with the CAD inside this video. So when you have done all your parts, so inside the same interface, so this is a big point for TopSolid. Inside the same interface, we have the CAD and the cam, so we can quickly place the parts designed inside the cam on the CNC machine. And then for simple operation like 3-axis operations such as drillings, groove, rabbet, and pockets, TopSolid is able to find and to analyze automatically all the operation that comes from the CAD. So we can analyze all the operation, and then we can simulate all this operation. We can make a simulation. So we have a 3D simulation for every operation directly inside the cam. And then we also have the associativity between CAD and CAM. So if we change a parameter inside the CAD for the height of the cabinets, if we go from 700 to 600, TopSolid will update the CNC program. So then we'll just have to regenerate the CNC program, and TopSolid will reanalyze every operation that has been done previously. And we can make, of course, the simulation if we need, and generate the ISO file thanks to the post processor to send to the CNC machine. So this is to explain the associativity between CAD and CAM. But of course, for this simple task like 3-axis machining, we have the possibility to automate the generation of a CNC program. So it means that we can make some script inside TopSolid. So the script will select all the parts and all the panels that must go on the CNC machine. And in one click, we just select the script, and then TopSolid will generate all the CAM file depending on the selected part, and we'll place the parts, the Ryzen pods, and place the part on the CNC machine, and generate all the CAM file in one click. So TopSolid generate all the CAM file, flip the part if need be. So then every CAM document can be open, and then we can also make the simulation if we want directly in the CAM program. and then generate the ISO file if needed. So TopSolidCAM is able to go from 3-axis to 5-axis machining. So we can also make more complex parts for the CNC machine, and we can analyze also and create all the trajectory from 3 to 5-axis machining to create part like handrails and stuff like this. So TopSolidCAM is also able to analyze collision. So we can see all the collision detected here. And we'll see for every collision, let's say an arrow, which shows every collision for every trajectory. So in this case, we will be able also to change the tools properties to avoid collision. So we can go inside the tools management, and then we can change some settings. And then if we analyze and regenerate the program and analyze collision, we'll see that now there is no more collision. Okay. So just to show that TopSolid is also able to drive 5-axis machine. So that's it for this presentation. The goal was to show you the main advantage of TopSolidWood with the associativity between CAD and CAM, the parametric software, and how fast is it to design and machine inside TopSolid. If you want more information, also you can go on www.topsolid.com. Thank you.